The Dapper Volk beta test Head Start launch date is March 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means users with the Head Start beta key can log in and sign up for their account on March 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always said that I would let you guys know as new information became available, and the beta is coming up shortly. Dappervolk, of course, is a virtual pet sim that had their Kickstarter at the end of last year. Within the first hour of going live, Dappervolk hit and exceeded its fundraising goal of 20,000 Canadian dollars. Or for us Americans, that's a little bit over $16,000. So Dappervolk is a browser-based pet adventure / avatar dress-up game. It's going to be kind of like Neopets meets Animal Crossing meets Legend of Zelda. I was in on the alpha. For me, one of the biggest hooks of this game, the draw, is the aesthetic. This illustration style has muted tones in the illustrations, have a painterly vibe, very soft brushes used, natural shading, the colors are beautiful, and the avatars are cute as heck, and I can't wait to dress up my avatar more. I love the pets. The NPCs have really great wardrobes and define characters based on their image. I think the aesthetic of this game is super consistent and just fabulous through and through. Competitors in the space include Neopets, a website that has existed since the mid-1990s that currently has a plot ongoing. Neopets is owned by a Chinese firm. Flight Rising is the other largest competitor, and in response to news that Dappervolk was being launched in their beta, Flight Rising released in the news last week that their site is going live permanently on March 16th. 8 days after Dappervolk's beta will begin. The Dappervolk beta will start on March 8th for those who have purchased special keys for the Head Start period. Those with standard beta keys will be able to log on starting on March 10th. The standard beta keys were part of Kickstarter backer levels. I myself have 3. I haven't decided quite yet how I'm going to distribute them. Go ahead and join the Discord. I will post information in there about how I'm going to hand out these keys. We're going to find a fair way to hand them out. Then the general public can register for Dappervolk. That means those of you at home who didn't know about Dappervolk or could not afford to support Dappervolk, or for whatever reason want to play now, want to give it a chance, there will be public registration starting March 10th. It'll be in increments of 1 hour at a time. So on March 10th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both for sessions of 1 hour. Then March 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours or more, depending on the stability of the server. And March 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 3 hours. As time goes on, there will be more registration windows. And like I said, after March 10th, it'll be optional to log in with a key. It'll be general opening. This is in the middle of a work week. The 8th is a Thursday. I know in the past I was asked to not release any spoilers of Dappervolk because it is a very heavily lore-driven game and it'll ruin the fun a little bit if I share everything. So I can't at this time say that I will be doing any sort of live stream, but perhaps I can find some segmented parts of the site where it doesn't ruin anything if I live stream this week. Of course, you guys will be able to sign into your own accounts. I'm so excited for Dappervolk to come back. Every time that I've thought about it for the last few months, I've felt nothing but excitement, and I'm absolutely tickled by the fact that Dappervolk released when their beta was going to begin, and then a little bit over a week later, Flight Rising announced that they were going to fully open their website and launch an event. More news to come about what Flight Rising is doing, because if you haven't signed up for Flight Rising yet, you're definitely going to want to. And it's exciting to see these two giants in the space that have emerged in the last few years going neck to neck. It's something that they're both great at. I'm really excited for what you guys are going to think of Dappervolk. I know I've been talking it up, and I understand if you've been feeling any sort of skepticism. If anyone that I followed was as in on Dappervolk as I am, I would be a little bit skeptical. But I think it's going to live up to everything that I've been saying just because it's such a cohesive, full piece and such an enjoyable game. All right, so I will see you guys on the other side of having access to Dappervolk. That is so exciting. Don't forget to join the Discord, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.